don't know you. That's perfect. Tell me, send it or don't. I have a letter here. It will change many things. Some related to this city, some related to me, some related to you, I imagine. I typically wouldn't hesitate in my duty, but something has been giving me pause. I don't know if it is my own insecurities or something bigger. So if I take this choice out of my hands, then I will be sure it is fate guiding me. You're sure? Very well. Then I won't. I admit I'm surprised by this outcome. I can't go into detail, not here. If fate has truly led you to me, then I have no qualms explaining. Find me in the Hall of the Dead. I will wait there for you, where there are fewer ears. Excellent. Thank you for your help. You came! Since you decided to meet me here, my choice is made. I asked you here so that the citizens of Windhelm would not hear our conversation. I can hardly believe I'm telling you this, but I'm a spy. I was sent to Windhelm to monitor the Stormcloak's movements. Most importantly, Ulfric. It is a novel experience. Typically anyone who discovers this about me dies shortly after, but you have nothing to fear. Yes, I've been gathering information to the detriment of the Sons of Skyrim. My letter you told me not to send would have detailed the means of ending this war. But the people here, they are so true, so dedicated, so proud. I would be loath to see the Nord's culture eradicated. I thought it must be wrong to hand over the means of their destruction, but I cannot trust my heart on such matters. Not necessarily. I'm not handing over information to Ulfric Stormcloak either. If anything, I'm making my allegiance to you. My lady, that is to say, Mephala, guides my course, as she guides the courses of many spies. She weaves the webs of fate, and your appearance in my life is by her ordainment. So I trust you, as I trust her. As though it's hard. You must understand, my life has always been change. This is just yet another change I am making. I am very persuasive. I imagine you'd find that an invaluable tool. I tend to know things that most don't. I will make my secrets yours. And I can hold my own in combat. The only thing I ask is that you allow me to accompany you. Mephala is pushing me to you, and I intend to follow her guidance. Excellent. I think we will both be pleased with this choice. I am at your disposal. You can call me Varinia. I am eager to travel with you. As you say, this is my lady's will then. I do thank you for your time. I will be disappearing. I can't afford the guards hunting me. All these bodies at rest. Oh, to be able to sleep so well. One day. Before we get too far into our journeys, I'll need to know what you go by.
Hear my prayers, Ratatouille, and grant peace to these departed
Yes,
souls.
I do suppose that's important to know too. But my meaning was, some prefer she, some prefer he. I've personally changed my preference to suit the environment. And you? Yes, ma'am.
That you might
Do
watch
you?
over the
What exactly were you thinking? Oh, are we adopting an alias?
welcome them into the realms beyond.
You won't so long as you cherish me. But what were you going to say? Then I will be sure to pin my location on it for you.
I understand you perfectly.
Anything else?
As well as I have some things that belong to my daughter.
Then I will teach you how to call my crows. They know how to get messages to me. You lost me, but fear not, as I found you. Anything I can help with? Yes, I imagine you do. Oh, what is there to say? Really nothing of import. What are your questions? Oh, what you'd imagine. Siphoning secrets about the Nords back to the Imperial City. Fairly basic. Making friends with the right sorts of people, convincing them to tell me their darkest woes, and using those against them. Standard fare. A lot of pretty words and pretty outfits. Less murder than the stories would have you believe. Dead people tend not to tell secrets. A lot less travel than you'd think. I tended to spend years in one location, flying secrets from the citizens. I'm the youngest of 6, the other 5 all boys. They spoiled me as much as they picked on me. I wouldn't trade them for the world. I am my parents' first and only child. I think they showered me with treats and toys because of it. I suppose you'd call me spoiled. I was just another orphan on the streets. I never knew my parents, or any other family for that matter. I was adopted by my mothers. They're disgustingly in love, and they took very good care of me until I went away for my education. No, my parents passed when I was young. I was raised by my brother, but he also passed shortly after I came of age. My mother is a seamstress. Nothing famous, but she makes enough to live. She's cared for the family on her own ever since my father left us. My mother passed from disease when I was young. My father raised me and trained me in spellcasting. I'm sure he's doing well back home. This time, a few weeks. But if we account for all my prior visits, I imagine it adds up to many, many years. Quite some time. Years at this point. It's practically my second home, I suppose. Not too long. Enough time to settle and become a known face in Windhelm. Someone to trust. But not much longer than that. Taking into account the travel through Skyrim to Windhelm, a few months. Enough to see the seasons cycle around. Breville. It's similar to Markarth in that it's built on the ruins of an ancient civilization. In this case, the Aliads. Caldera. I studied with the Mages Guild there in my youth. Dragonstar. It was at one point a small mining town, but you wouldn't know it visiting now. It's similar to the Reach in climate. Anvil. It's a trade city much like Solitude. Plenty of boats departing and arriving on the Gold Coast. I recommend visiting someday. Kvatch. Very lovely city, beautiful views. The chapel of Akatosh is gorgeous, though I'd prefer a chapel to Mephala, personally. Bruma. There's a reason the cold doesn't bother me. I'm very nearly a Nord myself. Besides looking pretty, my craft has required me to gather and hoard any secrets I can. If you're curious about someone, I likely have answers. Naturally, gathering secrets requires a certain skill with words. I can be rather persuasive when necessary. I tend to avoid outright conflict when I can, but I've been trained in spellcasting, and I'm an adequate mage. Despite my attempt to avoid killing, at times death is inevitable. I prefer to go about it quietly, via poisons. I'm quite good at brewing them. That's the fun part. You can't. Oh yes, I can tell by your use of your serious voice. I am serious too. I lie. I learn all your darkest secrets. I avoid responsibility for my actions. You have no reason to trust me. Whatever you want. Mephala guided you to me, so the choices you make going forward are her will. If it helps, I put my life in your hands when I chose to leave my life of spying, so I trust you by necessity. I wouldn't expect anything else. It means my lady has pulled my thread into her web, drawing me to be her servant. Secrets and lies are the tools she has given me to enact change, and when I use these tools, I honor her. One of the more civil responses I've received when others have learned of my worship. Of course, not many have discovered it, unless their knowledge of it was not a threat. Which is to say, I'd used Mephala's tools to silence them. I suppose for some the tools themselves are evil, and yet there are many who swing a sword to kill, and yet the sword is not called evil. That's not to say I have not done evil things, and my doing evil things does not mean I haven't done good things. One of the most important teachings of Mephala is that the world is not black and white. Yes, in addition to being the patron of lies, secrets, and change, my lady is called the web spinner. The world is a system of actions and consequences, and then the consequences of those consequences, and so on. It is a web that my lady spins, often pulling strings to alter the future. Mephala has spun a future for me, my fates. No, I believe that the path I take has been laid out, but what is on the path is not certain. Mephala knows the destination, but the journey itself remains obscured. The only thing that matters is that I reach the end. But of course,